The Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences goes to three economists who have studied why some countries are rich and others poor, and have documented that freer, more inclusive societies are more likely to prosper.
올해 노벨 경제학상은 국가 간 빈부 격차 등을 연구한 3명의 학자에게 돌아갔습니다. 이들은 포용적인 제도인 민주주의가 경제 발전에 더 도움이 된다고 밝혔습니다. Okay, so this is interesting, the comment that they made about, not the comment, but their research was that they kind of found out why certain countries are doing better than other countries.
So these three economists were researching how a country's political system affects their economy. 한 국가의 정치적 제도가 경제적 번영에 어떻게 영향을 미치는 건지를 연구한 세 명인데요. Their names are Darren Acemoglu, Simon Johnson, and James A. Robinson. And what they found is that more inclusive political systems also helped with more economic prosperity.
자, inclusive, 포용적인.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then the opposite of that?
So these exploitative systems, they actually made it harder for the economy and the country as a whole to prosper.
So I think that's the key here. It's inclusive versus exploitative. It's spelled exploitative, 착취적 제도.
Yes.
So that's kind of the difference.
Right.
I see.
So whether all of the money and all of the, food and products that are made, are they going to a small number of people?
Like the elite.
Right, that would be the exploitative system.
Yes.
Or are they shared more evenly? Not completely evenly,
Yes.
but more evenly, which would be inclusive.
Okay, very good. And so that kind of determines, how well a country does.
Yes, and they actually mentioned Korea in their results.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they talked about the Korean Peninsula. Of course, we have South Korea and North Korea.
Right.
And even though the peninsula mainly has this DNA-wise has the same people, and originally the culture was very similar.
Sure.
Because of the different government systems, we have seen a difference in the economic outcomes. So they made that comparison in their research.
Okay, 그러니까 남북한은 제도의 역할을 훌륭하게 보여주는 사례.
Yes.
뭐 그렇게 말을 했다고 그러는 거죠. So they were like, they kind of showed us an example of this.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it is, it is very important, obviously, to have a good economy, but it's important to see who benefits from that economy.
Sure.
So that, not just the people in power, but everyday people.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And it makes it better for everybody.
Sure. Okay, great study. Okay, so this is an important expression here when something is inclusive versus something that is exploitative.
Yes.
Okay, 포용적인 게 inclusive. And it comes from the word to include.
Yeah, 포함하다,
Yes,
right?
that's right.
Inclusive.
Uh-huh. Okay, and exploit, it comes from the word exploit.
Yeah.
Right?
So exploit is to use, often used in a bad way.
Yes.
남용, 악용, right?
Yes, that's right.
So, but here, 착취적, so exploitative.
Okay, very good. All right, let me read that again. The Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences goes to three economists who have studied why some countries are rich and others poor, and have documented that freer, more inclusive societies are more likely to prosper.